My name is Seti and welcome back to another tips and tricks with Apps, Events and Acer. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can get your videos online, store them online, and then also share them with your students. Now we're going to dive into it with two different platforms. We're going to be looking at Drive and YouTube, and I'm also going to show you how you can make sure that your videos are shared with the right people and all your settings are set correctly. Now the first one we're going to be looking at is Google Drive. Now Google Drive is an amazingly powerful cloud storage service that can be used to store your videos. Now if you're part of a G Suite domain or G Suite for Education, then you have unlimited storage. So when it comes to storing video files, Google Drive is perfect. In addition to that, you have the same sharing permissions you would with any other file. Now I've prepared a 5-second video file and I'm going to show you how to upload it and then make sure that all the sharing settings are set correctly. Now the first thing you're going to do is open up your Google Drive. Now once your Google Drive is open, we're going to create a folder structure and then click on that big plus symbol on the top left. Now we're going to click on New and select File Upload. Now, File Upload allows you to upload a file, but remember, once that file has been uploaded, it's still a private file. So don't just immediately assume that that video is live now. Now we're going to quickly upload that video, and then you'll see in just a couple of seconds, my little 5-second clip is uploaded. Now, when you're uploading your own video lessons or your own screen recordings, make sure that you give it some time, because after the upload, Google Drive is also going to have to process that video. That means if you immediately try to watch it on Google Drive, it's not going to happen because it has to process the information. Now, because this is only a 5-second clip, I can watch it immediately. So let's go ahead and check and make sure that everything works. The video file opens up and then here I can preview. Now you can see that this video player looks very similar to what you would get on YouTube. And that's because basically the same engine is behind it. Now this file can be shared with students, and so let's dive into the sharing settings. Now in the top right corner we're going to have 3 dots and then we can select Share. Now when I dive into the sharing settings, it's always good practice to immediately go to the advanced sharing settings, because there are some additional ones available when you're working within a G Suite domain. So I'm going to go to advanced and then change the sharing settings. Now here I can choose what I want with this video file. Do I want it public on the web? Well, then I select the first option. Now what I tend to do is, when I know that a video will be watched by students and they are logged into their Chromebooks on our school domain, well then I select one of the domain specific sharing options. If you are happy with them sharing the file out, or maybe even copying that link and sharing it with others, well then you can leave it to on or public. Now here I'm going to leave it at anyone within the domain can see it and they can view that file, and I'm going to save these settings. Now once your settings have been saved, you get a link. Now this link here at the top can be pasted anywhere you want. You can share this via email, you can put it on your learning management system, you can share it via Google Classroom, or even put it on a Google Sites. Now the great thing about this is that when you do change your mind, or when you no longer want students to have access to that file, you can go back into your Google Drive and change those sharing permissions. Now the same way that you can change sharing permissions of other files, as soon as they're changed, they will also change wherever they've been shared. So if you've embedded this video onto a Google Sites and then you set it to private, well then they no longer can watch that video on the Google Sites. They'll still see a box and then they have to manually request permission. Now on to the second big platform where you can host all your video files, and that's YouTube. Now YouTube does sound a bit scary to some teachers, but there are 3 faces to YouTube. We have the private face, where you can just store your video files and nobody will see them. And then we have the unlisted face of YouTube. This is where you can upload your videos and then whoever you send the YouTube link to, they can watch that video. And then we have the public YouTube face. This is where your video is searchable. Now let's dive onto YouTube and let's have a look at how we get started on creating a YouTube channel and then also uploading our first videos. So the second tab here is my YouTube page. Now I'm going to go to the top right corner and I'm going to click on my profile icon. There I'm going to select create a channel, and then we're going to start our channel. So let's just get started, and we're going to now select what we want to use. Do we want to use our name or a custom name? Now I'm going to use a custom name, so I'm going to select that, and I'm going to give my channel a name. Demo Apps Events Channel. Now I am creating a new Google account with its own settings, and we're going to create that. Now, if you prefer to just use your own account and not have a separate identity, then you could have selected that first option. Now, once everything is set up in the backend, we can now go in and upload a picture. We can tell our viewers about the channel, but you do not have to do this. You can just leave it as a default, because what we're going to use our channel for is really to share content with students and parents. So let's scroll down and let's set it up later. Now we are on our channel. Now, the first two things you can see in the top right corner is we can customize our channel, which means a channel banner and an image, and then we can also go into the studio. Now, the studio, that's where you will be uploading your videos. So that's where you upload your videos, and also where you can see how many people have watched your videos and how long they've watched your videos for. Now, what we are going to do is upload our very first video. Now, because we're already signed in and we've created a channel, we have an additional shortcut. Here at the top, we can now create a video or post. So let's go ahead and click on that. And then we're going to upload a video. I can now do the same thing as before. I can select that file from my computer. So let's go ahead and select that 5-second clip, and we're going to upload it. Now, the same thing as Google Drive is going to happen. First, the file will be uploaded, and then YouTube is going to process this file. Now, processing of video files happens a lot faster on YouTube than it does on Google Drive. And so if you have long lessons and you're uploading them, that processing will go much quicker when you're using YouTube as your main storage. Now, here you can now add a title. I'm going to just type demo 5 seconds. And then at the bottom, I can add a description. Now, this is similar to all the videos you've seen on YouTube. You can add as much information as you want. This is also a great place to maybe leave some links to some lesson materials or maybe some additional information for your students. Now then, as we scroll down, we can upload a thumbnail. If we wanted to upload a thumbnail, this could be a thumbnail that says lesson 1, lesson 2, or maybe even the main subject of that lecture. Now we're going to scroll down. We don't have to add it to a playlist. Now, one thing we do want to do is make sure that our videos are COPPA compliant. Now, if your video was designed and created for an audience that is younger than 13, so we're talking about elementary school, primary age, then make sure that you select yes, it's made for kids. This way there will be no personalized ads, and the comment section will also be disabled. So I'm going to select yes, it's made for kids. So go ahead and tick that, and then we're going to scroll down. We're going to leave the more options as it is. This is where you can add tags and additional information, but we don't need that for this purpose. So let's go to next and then select the video elements. We don't have to add anything, so we're going to go to next, and then this is where we can set the permissions. Now, the main option is to publish it, and then that video is live, it's searchable, and anyone on YouTube can find it. Now, there are millions of videos on YouTube, but your video will be accessible to anyone in the world. The second option is to have it unlisted. Now, when your video is unlisted, you have to manually share a link with them. Now, when you have that link, you can use all sorts of embed engines on different platforms to embed a YouTube video, as long as you have that link. So you can put your video onto a learning management system, you can put it onto a Google site, you can put it anywhere you want. Now, because it's YouTube, it's going to buffer and load really quickly, and it's going to function as any other YouTube video would. You can then also pull this into third-party apps such as Edpuzzle or other applications that allow you to add quiz questions onto your own videos. And then the third option is private. This way, you are the only person who can see that video. Maybe you want to upload 10 lessons and then set them all to private and only turn them public or unlisted whenever it's time to share with your classroom. Now, once you've decided, we're going to select unlisted, you can click on save. This video is now live on YouTube, and I immediately get a link. I can copy that link and I can do with it whatever I want. I can share this, or I can put it onto any other application. Now, I hope you found this helpful. If you did, scroll down into that comment section below. Let me know, are you creating your own video lessons? Are you teaching online now? And what is the main platform you're using? Where are you storing your videos? And what is your favorite tip or trick that you would like to share with educators watching this channel? Now, we are going to be hosting an online summit, and there will be more information about that in the comments below, so make sure that you check that out. We will dive a little bit more into content creation and online teaching at that summit, and I really hope that you will be there to join us. This was another video with Apps Events and Acer, and I will see you in the next one.